Hi, you guys. So there's a couple of things I wanted to show you. Okay, this is supposedly Afghanistan Bagram base. I just want to show you what happens if I go a little bit closer. Okay, so you can see some cars, you can see some things. Now watch. Watch. It's like completely changed. I mean, what the hell is that? Okay, usually you would just go up on it and, I'd go closer and closer and see what these items are, but this is Bagram base supposedly. Look what Google's done. This is supposedly where our military went in and took out all the money. Look, here it goes. Whoa. Okay, that's a little weird. Now I wanted to go to Dick's base. Fort Dix. Joint base. Joint Strategic Commands, Here we go. That's 3D. Let's go with 2D. No, you just can't see anything at all. Nothing to see. Now let's go to Douglas Camp. You guys know that was my supposedly last name, and on here it says Douglas Camp Meeting. It's a meeting, and it's a religious organization in Douglas. All right, let's go here. Douglas State Forest. Remember, Douglas is a trust owned by the federal government. So if you have the last name Douglas, all right, you can't go any closer. That's weird. The hell is all this? So weird, shadowy. It's all blocked out. Douglas Camp Meeting. DCM. Okay, let's go to Howard Springs. Now that was weird. Okay. I typed in Howard Springs. Now watch on the right-hand side of the screen. Carrying transitions of Greater Worcester. U-Haul moving. God's Acre. Okay. Carrying transitions. Alright, that's weird. How about Howard Springs Camp? Because that's not showing me anything. Okay. Manigerma Camp, Howard Springs Quarantine Facility. All right, let's go. just see if it changes. Okay, no. Let's see if we can see anything on 2D. Okay, now people are showing this as like a new quarantine camp. No. This camp has been around for a very long time. They're using relocation camps jurisdictionally like they use Gitmo. So let me show you Gitmo. And then they're showing this as something that was built to house people in quarantine. Quarantine facility. Quarantine. Good Shepherd. Bureaucrat place. Good Shepherd. Okay, let's look at Gitmo. Now remember, all the federal prisons work with Gitmo to hide people that are actually in Gitmo. That's weird. Let me see if I can go to it. Okay, supposedly this is it, right? But all of the records I've read doesn't really show that this is actually it. It shows that this, look, it's a United States military prison located within Guantanamo Bay Naval Base, also referred to as Gitmo, right? Outside of the reach of U.S. law. So anybody who's tortured, or you guys know what happened to me, I don't have to go into it. And I think they're detaining people by bloodline. Now, are they breeding them for bloodline? I don't know. But, it's all blurred out. You're not going to be able to get close, right? This is supposedly the camp where people are, right? But when it goes under jurisdiction of the CIA, these camps are in undisclosed locations attached to Gitmo. And I've shown you who runs Gitmo, which is in Florida, runs Gitmo. And that's under U.S. Army Command, right? So if you want to believe that this is a detention camp, they're not letting us get very close, right? We gotta, whatever that is. It's like a star of some kind. So let me see if I go to, okay, Guantanamo Bay detention address, street view, just to see if we can see anything at all. Okay, this looks very different than what we just saw. So this is a cart track at Guantanamo Bay. This looks nothing like what I just showed you. Look at these structures. These are, I don't know what you want to call these. If these are ancient, kind of, like, what's this? What is that? Is it a foot of a giant? Is it a crown? What is it? What's this? This is nothing that I just showed you. Okay? So let's go back and see if we can get, I want to know the address. Guantanamo Bay detention. So it shows Camp 5, right? Remember I told you CIA is Camp 5 and Camp 7. Camp 5 jurisdiction got moved to Afghanistan, meaning that the people that were supposedly in this camp that we can't really see from above, and when we try to look for it, now they're showing this. Let's see if I can see anything else. Okay, they're showing this is the camp. These are totally different structures than those two structures I just showed you. So you want to tell me where Guantanamo is and how to see it on a map and why there's no physical address. Okay, it's at Bulkeley Hall Naval Station, but there's no address for the camp. If there's an address, we can go to Street View, which is a lot more, shows a lot more. Location in Cuba. Let's see if I can get to it that way. That's not, I really want to see Street View detention camp. Okay. Now they're showing this is part of the camp. This is supposedly the entrance of the camp. Now this entrance, I've seen something very similar to this entrance in San Diego where they're keeping juveniles. Okay, JTF Guantanamo, honor bound to defend freedom, because the people kept here are being kept in, used in non-consensual experiments for the federal government. MK Ultra, I tried to explain before, is a co-op agreement under Marcella Kreisinger, MK Ultra, right? That utilizes the state and the federal government, where they sell the child who is extrajudicially renditioned to America from their homeland, and then they use these camps so they don't have jurisdiction to sue for the crimes against them. So you won't know you're necessarily in a camp. CD CDs, every time you buy a CD, it has an attachment to this camp. Honor bound to defend freedom. Okay, I find it very weird that you can't see anything about the camp from overseas, over aerial view. Let's see what else we can see. Anything? They've been doing this to people since 1903, taking them out. Naval supply, Navy security forces, that's all under jurisdiction of the United States government, of the DOD. So when they say, oh, these people were under jurisdiction of the Taliban, it's because they removed them to be under Sharia law. Now, Sharia law is there's a lot of different versions of Sharia law. The Sharia law that the Taliban practice is the most stringent of the laws. But that is not necessarily what they practice in Saudi Arabia, nor is it necessarily what regular Muslims practice. But they've done this because I kept wondering, why is the American government trying to frame women on Western soil as being promiscuous or having like anything in their past where they were sexy or something like that? Well, because they changed jurisdiction and put them under Sharia law. Now they're saying this was the base in 1918. Then they're saying this is the base. Okay, so they're going to show you a lot of different images that just don't make a lot of sense. If you guys want to find something for me to look at that tells a different story, these things, by